Okay, now we're recording. We're again with Stacy Jackson Sr. Stacy, we had a forum last week, and I know you couldn't attend because you had to go to work. We've posted the videos online. Have you had a chance to watch those videos?
No, I have not had a chance to watch any video of any of the candidates and their questions and answers. And the reason why is because I don't want to be trying to follow anyone else's answers. I am trying to be myself. I want to be spontaneous. I want to come from the heart. I don't know a lot about the city, the enterprise, and things like that. I just feel like we need new voices, new faces, and we don't need the same answers from everyone. We need to try to change the way things are going. So a lot of my answers is going to be straight from my heart, from talking with the citizens of the city of Pacific and my own family and friends.
Okay. First question, do you own a home or business located within the city of Pacific?
I own a home, my wife and I, and we are in the city of Pacific, yes.
Another questioner asked, can you put the needs of the citizens of the city ahead of any personal agenda and work in a civil manner and without rancor with the incumbent city council members and the mayor?
I think that's what's more important in the city of Pacific, that we need to put the citizens ahead of anyone else. We need to stop handshaking and try to take care of the citizens. I mean, when the citizens make a call or a complaint, I think that needs to be taken first, the first approach, instead of saying, well, I'm going to take care of John first because he's my next door neighbor. I mean, we all have a vote and we all live in the city of Pacific.
Okay, thank you. Could you describe your past community involvement in Pacific?
My past community involvement in Pacific has been very small due to the fact I just moved here about 6 years ago. But right now, actually, I have been helping the citizens where I live at with a lot of things that's going on, like our mailboxes and things like that. So I went ahead and contacted mailbox.com, talked to all the citizens on our block, and we have orchestrated to have a metal mailbox sent out to the house, and we're going to install that because a lot of people's mail has been getting stolen, and from what I hear, it's been going on a lot in Pacific. And this is one of the reasons why we need to be more in tune with what's going on with the city council, because a lot of neighbors here did not know that this was a growing problem in the city of Pacific.
Thank you. The City Council has several committees: Finance, Public Works, Human Services. Which council committee do you think you would be qualified, to be on? Which would you like to be on? And maybe explain your qualifications for that.
I think I would like to be on finances. For the reason is I'm very not excellent with money, but I used to be a night auditor back in the past. And if anyone was a night auditor, you have to look for a penny when something is off. I just like to make sure all the checks and balances are there and everything is squared off, so we don't have citizens saying we have X amount of money missing or this is going on. But I think that's where my strong suit will be.
Okay. Have you regularly attended City of Pacific Council workshops and council meetings over the last, say, year and a half?
I have attended the council meetings, and my first council meeting was when we had the issue about the insurance going on. I was very worried about that because I did not understand how a city can lose insurance. But when I did a little digging and checking, I also found out, and I let the citizens be aware, is that if we annex over to Auburn, that everyone's taxes will go up as far as your car tabs, your cell phone, and everything like that. A lot of citizens was unaware of that, but after the city clerk got up there and explained that, yes, your taxes will go up, people started understanding it's not in the best interest to annex over to Auburn. We need to figure out a solution for the city of Pacific.
Oh, thank you. At Pacific Days, we had opportunity for people to put out questions, and one lady asked if the city code could be changed to allow a metal storage container in her side yard. She said the city of Algona has storage containers on the property, but the building inspector here said she couldn't have a metal storage container. What do you think about accessory containers or buildings on people's property for either long-term or temporary storage?
Well, that is one thing, and I'm glad you brought that up. I'm not in favor of having any kind of container on the side of someone's house. People have to realize that your house may sit here, but someone is sitting across the street from you. I don't think the neighbors will be happy about looking across the street seeing a metal container sitting across there. We already have a problem with RVs being parked in front of people's homes. We have a problem now with cars, too many cars in people's lots. I think the value of our homes need to be kept up and not be putting these excess containers or other vehicles or RVs out there. I think we just need to follow the code.
Okay, thank you. What are your qualifications for council?
My qualifications is I'm a banquet waiter at the Westin Hotel. I've been there over 22.5 years. I have worked with mostly Democrats. I have dealt with the president, say his entourage. I have dealt with a lot of media scrutiny when they come down and do their things. And I've also been a shop steward at the Westin Hotel for about 10 years. I know how to work with people, I know how to talk with people, and I'm always dealing with different people every day. When I go to work, I can have a group in for 800 people from Microsoft, in which Microsoft, you got people coming in from all across the world, speak different languages, eat different type of food. You got to cater to what their needs are, and my qualifications are I can cater to everyone's needs as long as everyone is on the same page.
Okay, this is from the same questioner. Why do you want to serve on the city council?
I want to bring a new face, a new voice, and I think that's what the city needs. I had no ambitions whatsoever to serve on the council, but after attending so many meetings and my neighbors talking to me and other people talking to me, they encouraged me, because I love to talk and I love to be in a forum like this, that I should try and run for city council. I think that we just need a change. Whether or not I win or lose, I think this is a great place for Pacific right now, because a lot of people are very aware of what's going on down here.
Okay. Here's a question from a longtime council member. I think it's based on the background of one of the council members who was a convicted felon. She wants to know, do you have a criminal record, and if so, please elaborate.
No, I do not have a criminal record at all, but I was once a kid and I did get in trouble for jaywalking or little things in school back when I was 7th, 8th grade, yes, but no criminal record. And to state a fact on that, like I said, I work at the Westin, and whenever we get governors or the president in town, you have to do a security background check. And the security background check goes from the CIA, State Patrol, Interpol. In order for you to work these functions around the president and these judges, you have to go through a background check. And within 30 days before the president or whoever comes in town, you will be notified through your employer if you're allowed to come on the ground. And I'm always working, so no, I'm fine.
Okay. I got kind of a follow-up question to that. You're a union shop steward. The council has a committee that negotiates with the city's union workers. Do you think you can flip sides, work on the council, say as a negotiator with, on union contracts? How do you feel about working as management?
Well, it's funny you say that, because I'm not a shop steward now. I used to be a shop steward. And working with union contracts, I mean, we have a lot of people now that basically just wants more money. And what they need to understand is the economics right now, the best thing for union workers is for our pension and our medical not to go up. And people need to understand what's more important right now. Is it more money, then your medical goes up, or this goes up? It's not that you're working for either side. You want the best for everyone. And sometimes it's a give and take. You can't win everything, and you're not going to lose everything. But we have to work together in this and find out what's the best for everyone in the middle.
Okay. Pacific's had some rocky times. What would you do to build the image of Pacific to a more positive image?
I think the first thing we need to do is reach out to the citizens. I mean, we are working for the citizens. The biggest thing is no one in the city of Pacific wants to go to council meetings. We have the same 15, 20 people going to the council meeting. They still had their same issues about what's going on. We need to get everyone else out here. I think we have close to 6,500 residents, and they only have 25 people. The same people come to the council meetings. We have to do something about that. Whether or not we send out flyers or we have a cookout, we have to get in tune with the city of Pacific. That's why we're having so many rash of burglaries, mailbox thefts, and no one knows about it because no one is notifying the citizens.
Okay. Another question. List your top 5 priorities for the City Council over the next 12 months.
My top 5, the first one would be community awareness. The second thing is to try to work with other council members. The third is have a constructive council meeting. Constructive, meaning we're having a meeting, there's no outbursts, there's nothing going on. 4 is just being aware of what's going on, and 5 is try to do the best I can do. Learn as much as I can. I'm coming in fresh, but I'm willing to learn. Everyone has to start off from 1, but it's just how you end up at the end.
Okay. Well, the council is the policy maker. So here's a question. The council makes the budget. Say you're on the council, it's a 3-3 split, you're the deciding vote. You have to choose between cuts in public safety, staff or programs, and or human or youth services, sports programs, bus for the seniors or the drivers, something. So it's kind of an either or, police or youth and human services. Where do you cut and why?
I would not cut the police department, period, because we're going to start this new thing with the marijuana law coming up, and frankly, I think we need more police officers with that. Human services is just so hard. What we need to do also is try to find a way to keep the kids off the streets. That keeps the kids out of people's backyards. That would be a tough one. That's where you lean on your other co-workers and council members to ask. You have to ask, what is the best measure here? But for 1, I would not cut police. 2, youth services, we have to have that. We have to keep the kids and show them a constructive way of life because they are our future. So, but that is a tough one, and that's where I lean on another council member, and we just have to sit down and have a little dialogue and find out what's best. But police, no, never.
Okay. Just to sum it up, why should I vote for you rather than one of the other 2 candidates?
Well, I'm asking for everyone's vote because I'm new. I'm fresh. I'm a different face. I'm a different voice. I'm going to try my best at achieving what I think the city of Pacific needs. And the city of Pacific needs a new voice. They need someone that will go out and let citizens understand what's going on in our community. They need to go out and shake hands and say, hey, this is going on. What is your issue right now? We got RVs parked in front of your house or your mailboxes, or we got dogs urinating in your yard. Everything that a homeowner comes up with a complaint, we have to take it serious. We can't just say we're going to take someone else's problem serious because we know each other. We're all in one down here. We are one community, and we have to get this community back on track, not on TV, but back on track within ourselves. And I think we can do that, whether or not it's me or the next person.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think this will conclude the questions, and then we'll give you a little breather, and then you can have your 2-minute closing statement.